Once in a small village, there lived a girl named Maria. She was known for her hard work and determination. Each morning, she would rise with the sun and help her mother sweep the floors of their tiny home. They did not have much, but Maria was always hopeful for a better future. Maria's mother, Anna, worked tirelessly in the village bakery. She made delicious bread and pastries that filled the air with sweet smells. Maria often helped her mother, learning the secrets of baking as they laughed and shared stories. Despite their humble life, Anna always told Maria that she could achieve anything she set her mind to. One day, while sweeping the floor of the bakery, Maria found an old, dusty book hidden behind a sack of flour. It was a book about famous leaders and their journeys. Maria was fascinated as she read about their struggles and victories. She felt a spark inside her. She dreamed of one day becoming a great leader who could make a difference in the world. Inspired by the stories, Maria decided to make a change. She started attending the village school. Though her peers sometimes teased her about her background, she focused on her studies. She read every book she could find and often stayed late at school to learn more. Her teacher, Mr. Thompson, noticed her dedication and began to mentor her after class. He saw her potential and encouraged her to speak up and share her ideas. Maria began to excel in her studies. She joined a debate club and quickly became one of the best speakers in her class. With each speech she gave, she gained confidence. Her classmates started to see her in a new light. No longer just a girl who swept floors, she was becoming a strong voice for change. One rainy afternoon, Maria decided to organize an event to raise money for new books for the school. She spent weeks planning and gathering support from her classmates and teachers. Finally, the big day arrived. They held a bake sale, and Maria gave a passionate speech about the importance of education. The villagers were impressed, and they donated generously. That day, they raised enough money to buy new books for every student. With the success of the bake sale, Maria's confidence soared. She realized that change could start from small actions. Inspired, she began to think bigger. Maria wanted to do more than just improve her school. She wanted to help her village and beyond. Maria learned about a youth leadership camp that was held in the capital city, a place far from her village. The camp promised to teach young leaders how to make a difference. Maria knew this was her chance. With her mother's encouragement, she applied. She worked hard to prepare her application, sharing her story and her vision for a better future. Days later, she received a letter. She had been accepted. The day she left for the camp was filled with excitement and nerves. As she boarded the bus, she waved goodbye to her mother, who stood with tears in her eyes but with pride in her heart. Maria promised to make her proud. At the camp, Maria met other young leaders from different backgrounds. They shared their stories, and Maria's heart expanded with each tale of courage and determination. She learned from speakers who were experienced leaders, and she soaked up their wisdom like a sponge. For the first time, Maria felt like she belonged to something bigger. Each day brought new challenges and lessons. Maria faced her fears, learned to stand tall during debates and workshops. She collaborated with her peers to work on community projects. Together, they planted trees in the city and created awareness about environmental issues. Maria took charge and led discussions, always encouraging her friends to share their ideas. Slowly, she grew from a shy girl into a confident young woman. As the camp drew to a close, they held a closing ceremony. Maria was surprised when she was called up to the stage. They wanted her to share her journey with everyone. Her heart raced, but Maria remembered all she had learned. Standing before a sea of faces, she spoke about her dreams and her belief in the power of youth. After the ceremony, a woman approached Maria. Her name was Elena, and she was an advisor to world leaders. She was deeply moved by Maria's speech and offered her a chance to visit the capital to meet with prominent leaders. Maria couldn't believe it. This was her dream, coming to life. Back in her village, Maria shared the news with her mother and friends. They celebrated with a big feast. Anna hugged her tightly, reminding her to always believe in herself. With encouragement from her family and friends, Maria prepared for the next chapter of her journey. In the capital, Maria attended meetings and listened to discussions about world issues. She met leaders who were passionate about making a difference. Maria learned how to express her ideas clearly and how to connect with others. She began to speak about the challenges her village faced, letting the world know about the struggles of those who lived in poverty. Over time, Maria became a voice for the young and the unheard. She was invited to international conferences, where her ideas inspired many. Her story of rising from sweeping floors to standing among world leaders touched hearts around the world. She began to build bridges between different communities, advocating for education and equality. As years passed, Maria became a well-known figure in the world of leadership. She never forgot her roots and always returned to her village to give back. She built a library and a community center, ensuring that every child had access to education and resources. Maria continued to influence policy and help create a better future for her village and beyond. Standing tall among world leaders, she proved that anyone can achieve greatness, no matter where they come from. With hard work, determination, and a heart full of hope, she made her dreams come true, inspiring generations to follow in her footsteps. Maria had transformed not only her life, but also the lives of many, showing that even the smallest actions can create a ripple of change in the world.